Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I want to show you a demonstration on how to build wealth. So this is worktoinvest.com, Jason Ballay. So I want to put this editorial together for you to give you a better visual of how to build wealth. Individuals out there pretty much work, pay bills. Work, pay more bills. And work again and pay bills. It's an endless cycle. Work, pay bills. Work, pay bills. And the only way to build wealth is you have to invest into something. So you have to put this money from this income into an investment of some sort. You need that something in between to stop that. To put your money into, so your investments will pay your bills and so on. So erase this. I'm going to call this investments. So you need money from your investments to pay for your bills. So I want you to list your income. For the majority of everybody out there, it's pretty much one type of income. One income. If you're married, you have two incomes, just two jobs into the family household income. And this is where you have all your bills listed. So as you can see, there's more bills than list of incomes coming in. And that's what we're trying to stop. Get some investments going, build up your portfolios, and have your investment pay for your bills. So the name of the game is work to invest, not work pay bills. Understand? Name of the game is work to invest, not work to pay bills. Types of investments you want to look into: real estate, like rentals, stocks, dividend stocks like REITs. REIT stands for Real Estate Investment Trust. So they like to put a little smaller S. Stocks. You got lease of land. Some people buy land and rent it out. This is very popular with farmers and so on, camping, campers, hunters, and so on. So I know a few people that buy land and lease it out. Great source for dividend stocks is check out dividends.com. All right. Let's get back to these bills. Let's talk about these bills a little bit before we go any further. So what you want to do is, if you live in paycheck to paycheck, it's hard to start investing in these type of items, dividend stocks and so on, or real estate, and then to move on to these bills right here. So my suggestion is to make sure that these bills on this side, all the bills that you have, is necessary. In other words, I know people that have series, Netflix, their cable bill, they'll have the top package for their cable bill, their cell phone bill, their insurance, whether it's car insurance or house insurance. These will probably be the ones where you can start saving on bills and using these savings to invest into these type of things. So you have your cell phone bill. When's the last time you shop your cell phone bill or a different carrier? Your cable bill. I know so many people that will have a cable bill with all the bells and whistles and the top package. Do you need to have Netflix and Hulu and DirecTV Now, and the list just goes on and on? Instead of paying that $10 a month or $40 a month, break that cycle. Start investing in one of these options and so on. So if you don't have much income, you're probably better off, in the beginning, investing into dividend stocks like REITs or stocks that pay dividends and so on. And you want to probably start off with stocks that pay monthly. So you have a dividend that comes in monthly, and you have a monthly bill. So the best way to start for a lot of people is to find stocks that pay on a monthly basis. If you go to this website, there's a list of dividend stocks. I'm more into real estates and rentals. I have a few of stocks that I invest into for dividends, but with the real estate market doing so well, I'm more into real estate, and you build up equity faster and so on, and the returns on investments are a lot higher, a lot better versus dividend stocks. You might get 4%, 5%, maybe from these dividend stocks, sometimes 3% from these dividend type of stocks. But with real estate, you're talking about 10, 20% on return on investment, depending on the property, depending on the house, the bills, and so on, the repairs. But I recommend a lot of people to start off with this. Get something going, get that process going. And banks like to see equity built up into investments and so on. So when you go to invest into a rental property, they'll see this and they'll see that you have assets listed. So house insurance. When's the last time you shopped your house insurance? So list all your bills and go through it. See what else you can take off. Do you have the top cable package? Chop that. Take off all those unnecessary things, like if you have HBO, Stars, and Showtime. Take those things off. If you don't need them, then take them off and use that savings and start investing. I have friends that bought the top package because they think, well, it's only $20. Well, this is $20. This is, $10, $30 right here. Netflix, another $10 and so on. So after it's all said and done, you're looking at $100, $150, $200. So cut those expenses. Start that process, of letting these things pay for your bills. These rentals and these dividend stocks. Let these tools pay for your bills. Okay, next thing I want to talk about, I know so many people that work 2 jobs. They'll work at Home Depot, they'll work at a grocery store, they'll work at department stores and so on, or they'll bartend, and they'll use this second job to pay for, going out to eat, going out to dinner, buying nice things, buying purses, shoes, clothes, just to spend money, just on whatever, even on things that they don't need. So I recommend, if you are working 2 jobs, use this second job to start investing in one of these things, your dividends, your real estate, and so on. So something that pays you monthly, start investing in that. That's going to have a return on your investment every month, to where you could pay these bills every month. So if something ever happens to this second job, this just goes away, and next thing you know, you just have one job. But if you was using a second job to invest right here, then if this second job ever went away, these investments are paying the bills. So, and you're not stuck working two jobs. There's so many people out there that are just struggling, just working two jobs just to make, ends meet, and they work in this second job just to have, extra spending money, just to do whatever they want. But this process will never end. So, and that's why they call it the rat race, because this process will never end. You're stuck working two jobs. You have to break that. You have to put a wedge in between. So let's get something. You got to put a wedge, something in between, some kind of wedge, something to break that cycle where this money comes in, it stops right here, gets invested, then you pay your bills. So you have to break that. Instead of work, pay bills, work, pay bills. The cycle will never end, and you'll never be happy. So you'll always be struggling and so on. So sooner or later, you have to make that choice and do something else. A lot of people can increase their income, which is highly recommended for a lot of people that talk about investment, getting out of debts and so on. Raise your income and, cut back on your bills. Easier said than done for a lot of people. Not everybody can just go to their employer and say, hey, I want more money. Well, if you want more money, then what's in it for me? I could pay someone else to do it. So always an option to explore, but if not, you have to do something else. You have to build up your investment portfolios. And with me, I come from an industry that a lot of people will lose their jobs. I've seen so many sales reps lose their job, start all over again in a new sales position. Sometimes it's the same sales position, same pay. A lot of times they're bumped down. They bump down to a different pay rate, pay zone, a different job position. And now if they had some kind of investments going on, it wouldn't be as hard because these investments are paying so many of these bills. Another note is, I know I just threw all these bills up here, but if you can list the highest one, which would probably be your house note, list that one first. House note, your car note's probably second, and then the smallest one's at the bottom, and so on. Because one of the easiest ways to do it is to have these assets to pay the smaller ones off first, and that's one less bill that you have to worry about. So imagine this, that you have enough invested into the dividend stocks, for example. You can do it as little as $100, and over time these dividend stocks every month will build. Your payments will get billed to $14 a month, $20 a month, $30, $40, $50 a month, and then these dividends, monthly dividends, can start paying off some of these bills. So if your cell phone bill is $50, $70 a month, or whoever the carrier is with you. I'm with Boost, so their monthly payment is $37. So this column right here easily pays for my cell phone bill and so on. So easily knocks that out. Cell phone bill gone. So the assets took care of that. Over time this will grow. Next year these investments will knock out one of these other bills. So maybe your cable bill will be wiped out. And if you don't need this Netflix and Sirius and all these guys, don't even pay for it. There's Bluetooth out there. You can get it through your phone and so on. So that's just my thoughts. So maybe you could just get rid of these bills. And next off would probably be your water bill, your lights bill, and gas bill. So my gas bill is probably around $20, $25. So you can scratch that one off. And the list just goes on. So it's kind of like rinse and repeat. Hopefully I can erase this. Okay, let's just use me as an example of what I do and so on. So, to give you an understanding, and also to build up your income. Because some people don't want to work 2 jobs. Some people don't care for it. Don't blame them. So, all right. Job 1, QHHT. So this stands for Quantum Healing Hypnosis Technique. So I'm a QHHT practitioner. I meet with people on a variety of things, a variety of issues, whether it's their home life, marriage life, and so on. And hypnosis that I deal with explores the questions that are hard to answer, and people are just, at their wits end of can't figure out what's going on, why my life is like this, and so on. People that why they don't get along with their father. Well, with QHHT and the hypnosis, the information is deep within inside you, and this hypnosis technique brings out that information. QHHT also deals with past life regression. So you might be connected to a previous life that is still affecting you in this life, and this is probably majority of the issues and problems that are out there, that a lot of people are connected to their previous lives, whether it's drama, murder, death, suicide, karma. And a thing that I want to touch base on is that karma is just not for this life. You can develop karma in a previous life, and it can still affect you in this life. And if you don't take care of that karma, it will still be with you on the next life going in. And so this is a lot of where the healing is coming in as well. Because with karma, you are still affected by it. I had a client, she did some things in a previous life. She did some things, and it's still affecting her in this life with her sex life, her relationships, and so on. So without breaking that bond and solving that karma and changing things in your life, you will always have that karma. So I don't want to get into too much into this with this video, but I will make a video that explains more. There's so much more. That was probably like 5% of what QHHT does, but just using this as an example. So next thing, second job, work to invest. That I deal with clients. So this deals with passive income, which is all this whole passive income, coaching, and business coaching. People that are just running into so many problems with their, managing a business and running a family life, and trying to balance them all, and trying to keep the business afloat and so on, and keep happy, and having a happy family and happy kids and happy wife, and just trying to get that perfect balance. So, and that's when I help out a lot of these entrepreneurs and business owners with their situations of trying to balance their lives and so on, and to grow their business, and to find out opportunities and little catches and niches that they're missing, and so on. So next would be my side project that I deal with, Guardians of Magic. So this is just a fun little hobby that I have, and I love ancient civilizations, Egypt, Atlantis, and so on. Big fan of the History Channel Ancient Aliens show. I believe that we have been visited by ETs, and it's just so many things that are unexplained. So if you watch the History Channel for Ancient Aliens, you'll understand what I'm talking about. But I'm a big fan of Edgar Cayce. He's known as the Sleeping Prophet. And another thing about Edgar Cayce, it's very similar to the QHHT because you're connecting to the Akashic records and so on. And with hypnosis, they even talk about people that had past lives in Atlantis, past lives in Egypt, past lives in the Roman Empire, and so on. So this income right here, let's see, so here's some passive income that comes in from my books on Amazon with Guardians of Magic. So the money that I get from this sci-fi action stories, these books, the income gets invested into right here, the investments. Then after that, these investments start paying for these bills. So same thing with passive income coaching or my business coaching. Same thing. Instead of this money going to pay bills, it goes right here first. So goes into investments first, then shoot, hopefully that's good. Then it goes right here into paying these bills, and that's what you gotta. This is probably the hardest thing to start doing, is to break that cycle of having this arrow that goes straight. You have to break it. So you have to break that up and then have this income come right here. So my income that comes from seeing my clients with QHHT, I don't use that money and then go spend it. I use this money right here to go out and about and pay for my meals and my food and so on. I don't get much from YouTube ads. I get a little bit. I do own a few more other channels that I work on. I do have about 4. I think it's about 4 channels. So I get a little bit from the YouTube ads, not much, but I kind of use these ads to pay for my marketing and so on. So, but I don't get much. I don't get thousands per month like some YouTubers, at least not yet. So affiliate marketing, that's probably one of the bigger ones from online income that I get from is affiliate marketing. So whether it's Amazon, ClickBank, and so on, and I'll go into more details of, let me just say this, online income. Okay, I talked to you about some of my online income. I have Guardians of Magic, which is the books on Amazon, and I'll leave a link in the description for the guardiansofmagic.com website and so on if you're interested. If you like sci-fi action, if you don't like sci-fi action stories, then you're probably not going to like this one. So work to invest in some books on Amazon as well, and I'm going to talk about more right there on that one. So like I said, there's some YouTube ads. I don't make a whole lot of income from that, but whatever I do, I just reinvest it into marketing. So marketing, paying for marketing. So affiliate marketing, this is like affiliate commissions, whether it's from ClickBank, Amazon, Walmart. There's so many companies out there that have affiliate type commissions that you can get a commission on by referring them to someone and so on. So when I used to do mortgages and so on, I used to refer people to my website that wanted hard to get loans that we probably couldn't do and so on. So there was a website that I used to have. They'll click on, fill out their information, and that information will get sold to these different banks and these different mortgage companies and so on. So whenever it got sold, you would get a commission of that. So that was my first taste of affiliate marketing. So needless to say, I did not stay too long into the mortgage industry, because that's when the mortgage industry, the housing crisis started happening, and the mortgage industry was crashing. So, but it made me learn about affiliate marketing, and that's how I got into it, and it just grew from there. So here's a couple of books. There's 2 more books right here, but here's the 2 main ones right here. Work to Invest, that's me, Jason Ballay, that's my name, and this is the one to help people that are in severely to get out of debt and so on. So both of these books are very similar. It's just a different viewpoint to help you out and so on. So these 2 books right here on Amazon, so check them out. Give it a whirl. Please leave me a review. These books aren't thick and full of hype and glamour and so on. So this book, my first one, cuts to the chase. It gives you some examples, something to wrap your mind around it and dig deep into it and so on. And it just cuts out all that fluff and song and dance. It just starts throwing out the numbers, starts throwing out the data, to some examples of different what people have done to build their wealth and so on. So it's worth checking out. It's on Kindle. You can get it in paperback and so on. So they're not thick books. So don't think you're going to get a 200 pager or 150 pages worth of information. And a lot of times those books are filled up with fluff and hype and pom-poms and so on. So, but go to Amazon, check it out. And if you like it, leave me a review. And if you don't, then I understand. So, okay. Next thing I want to touch base with you on is the resource page. So check out worktoinvest.com. There's a resource page. There is a ton of information that is so useful, so powerful, especially if you want to do an online income and build some of your income streams to start investing into this. If you are into YouTube videos, that is a great way to start building your income online. So check out worktoinvest.com, click on resources. So that's the link if you want to type it in. And I'm going to leave this link in the description, so don't worry about it. Alright, this is what the resource page looks like for Work to Invest. So this is what the page, tons of information about books, online business tools, and so on. I need to add a few more things to it, matter of fact, and probably take a couple of things out. Affiliate marketing, I mentioned ClickBank. Oh, there's Market Health if you want to learn more about that. Amazon Associates, this is one of the income streams that I have, that can help you as well, referring some Amazon products. The books that I created, K-Money Masteries right here. So this is one of the programs that I use to help me create my books for Work to Invest or for Guardians of Magic and so on. So, and then I could probably do something else with my other practice that I have. So business programs, other books, and so on. Books that I've read that help me out on my journey with investments and so on. So check it out. It's the resource page, and these are the books I was telling you about. So need to add some more pictures. So give me a like on Facebook page too. So click that like button. Let's grow this thing. Here's information about my passive income coach, business coaching. Invest in your health. So this is more about where I was talking about QHHT right here. So, and I'll get a lot more into more details with QHHT, but this goes hand in hand with my business coaching, passive income coaching, even my sci-fi action story. It goes hand in hand. It's all connected to it. So when you're investing into all these things and you're investing into your income streams and so on, and you're growing your portfolio, you're growing your rentals and your dividends and stuff like that to knock out these bills, invest in your health. That's another thing. Do you have to buy those sodas and soft drinks, depending on where you're from, if you're up north and so on? Pop, for those of you that like to call it pop. Us down in the south, we like to say a soft drink or a soda. So, a little fun tip. But when you're shopping, same thing. When you're looking at your grocery list, do you need a lot of those items on there? Do you need ice cream? Do you need, can you cut back on those things and not have them, and so on? And not buy those things. Instead of just buy wholesome foods that are good for you and so on. So investing in your health is important, because you want to enjoy this income stream. You don't want to be stressed out. You want to live a long time and enjoy those investments. So when you go to retire later on at an earlier age, you can enjoy it, and you want good health to go with it. So you don't want to be in your 70s still have to work because you have no income, no investments right here, because you can't work those first and second jobs anymore because you're in your older age and so on. So but that's why I have a category for a page for investing in your health. So check it out. Tons of there's so many blog posts on here that I've been okay, blog posts, there's so much information on my blog posts. I go into more detail with K-Money Mastery from Stefan, where he developed his program to do his Kindle books on Amazon and makes a great income from his books and so on. And this talks about my other book. Here's the book about apartments. Popular affiliate program by John Crestani, Internet Jet Set, investing in real estate and so on, how to be a good landlord. So check out the blog, go to that, and there's all kinds of information that you can find from the blog posts and so on. So, and there's going to be more blog posts and so on. Let's see. So, now I created this book for the people that likes to flip houses and wholesale properties. That could be one of your income streams right here. Buying houses and flipping them and using those profits to invest into something else. So, or wholesaling properties. And that's I probably have to do another video on wholesaling properties. So pretty much you build up your buyer's list and your seller's list, and you find so many properties that you can't even invest into them. So you pretty much better off just selling them off to someone else, and you're the middleman, and you collect, whether it's $5,000, $10,000 per property, selling these properties to investors and so on. So that's pretty much the gist on that one. But yes, check out worktoinvest.com. Okay, I think I'm gonna wrap up this video. Hopefully you enjoy it. Hit that subscribe button for my YouTube channel. I want this thing to grow and so on, so I need your help. So give me a thumbs up, please subscribe, leave me a comment, tell me what you think. What do you invest in? That's what I would really like to know. So what kind of investments do you have, and what do you like to invest in? And income streams. What kind of income streams do you have on this side that is producing income and so on? Not just for my benefit, but for the people watching this video, for their benefit of income streams that might benefit them. So these are the income streams that I find beneficial. I explored a few other ones. It just wasn't me. And I just passed on them. And, whether it's a e-commerce store, and so on. I used to do that. I used to have an e-commerce store, but after it was all said and done, dealing with the SEO and keeping up with it and so on was just too much. And with the sales dropping and suppliers being lost and losing suppliers, it just wasn't worth it and so on. Coming home from a late day, whether it's QHHT or work to invest, and then have to package up packages for the next day. So that's when I just started focusing on affiliate marketing, referrals, and so on. And I'll get more into a lot more of this information. So please subscribe. Hit that subscribe button, and because there will be more videos, and I'll get better at all this and so on. So I am a little bit nervous. I don't know if you could tell. Build your income stream. Build it. If you can't, you get a raise at your first job, or work 2 jobs. If you can't work 2, maybe you could do something from the house and so on. Doing YouTube or affiliate marketing, dealing with blogs, so on. Some people don't like to say blogs anymore, so website. And then have this income invest into something that pays you monthly. Like I said, whether it's dividend stocks, REITs, which stands for Real Estate Investment Trust, dividends that pay you monthly. And you can get a list of stocks right here. Explore this page. There's so much information on this page. Let's see if I still have it. Explore this page. Check it out. I mean, there's so much information on here. So much. I think they offer a membership. I think it's $99 a year, if I ain't mistaken. So, and my suggestion is explore as much as you can that is free. And then when you get to that point where you need to upgrade your membership, then so be it. But there is so much information on here, and that's one of my favorites right here. Monthly dividend stocks. So these are stocks that pay you monthly. Let's take a peek at them. Let's see what's on here. All right, so this is where they kind of want you to sign up, but to see the whole list. But there's quite a few on here of stocks that pay you monthly dividend stocks. So if you have a bill that is monthly, why not have a stock that pays you monthly? And same thing, make sure you mix your portfolio. Make sure you have a mixture of your portfolio and everything. Just don't invest in one company, 2 companies, or 5. Try to invest in 10 different companies, 20 different companies. Just like a mutual fund. Have your own mutual fund. Let me click on this. Oh, you want me to register? I'm not gonna register and log in and so on. Not for this video. So, but take a look at this page, dividend.com. There's so much information on here, so much detailed information that they've done a wonderful job. Dividends that are ETFs, dividends funds, REITs that I was telling you about, real estate investment trusts, MLPs. Just be careful with that one. That deals with gas prices and oil prices and so on. So don't invest too heavily, which I have done once before in the past. And once when gas prices go down, this gets hurt. So just FYI, tip on that. Foreign dividend stocks, mixing up your portfolio even more with foreign dividend stocks. But monthly income generator and so on. So tons of information, and it's right here, dividend tools. Next, I want to talk to you about that page, Invest in Your Health. So check out this page on my website, Invest in Your Health, and so on. So tons of information on here. My Q8 gives you a little bit more information, gives you a link to my QHHT website and so on. Body for Life, one of the first books that I've read, that helped me out with exercising, gym, and so on, eating right. And you just want to live that healthier lifestyle. So go to Work to Invest and click on the page that says Invest in Your Health. So, all right. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to subscribe. All right. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will be making some more, going into more details, and I'll talk more about real estate and so on. I'll probably even come out with a program that talks about investing in real estate, and I'll talk more about these dividends and so on if you need help. And if you have any questions about any of this, if any of this is confusing and you have any more questions about it, leave me a comment down below, and I'll use those questions for the next video and so on, that can help solve someone else's questions that they might have. So I want you to have a wonderful weekend, have a good day, enjoy yourselves, and make sure to remember, work to invest, not work to pay bills. And thank you.